Award season is off and running. This is going to be the Critics' Choice Awards wrap up and lead into the Golden Globes. So let's get to it.
Let's fucking go.
Here I come. Here I come.
We will watch your career with great interest.
You are such a kid.
This is where the fun begins.
It's showtime.
And here we go.
Welcome into another episode of the Movie Geek Podcast. I'm your host, George T., and this is the Critics' Choice Award wrap-up show. And again, the reason why I don't preview these early ones is because it's really hard to watch some of the movies that are nominated because some of them aren't out by the time the nominations come out. Marty Supreme wasn't out until a couple weeks ago. There was, a couple of movies that were in very limited release, but were forced out before a Critics' Choice Award and the Golden Globes and every other award show. So, I will recap it very quickly. Now, both Golden Globes and Critics' Choice have TV and movies together. Because this is a movie podcast, and quite frankly, most of the TV shows that I watched this year were not very nominated, to say. I did not see Paradise on a lot of lists. I thought Paradise was really good, but it was in early January, so people might have forgotten about it. I did see that Alien Earth got nominated in like 2 categories, and then Only Murders in Our Building, which is a great comedy show, got nominated but didn't win. So again, none of the shows that I saw last year were in the running for anything. And again, I don't really get to watch a lot of shows. So I know there's a lot of shows out there, and I will try to catch up on some of them from last year, but I have a bunch that I need to watch this year. And I got a lot of movies to watch with the goal of hopefully 250 movies this year at least. Mostly 2026 ones, but I do have to watch some of the 2025 movies. So will I do reviews on 2025 movies? No, probably not. But will I see them before the Oscars? Yes. So don't hold me to that. All right. So these award shows early on are precursors to the Oscars, which Oscar nominations are out, I believe, next week. So I will be cramming through movies, a lot of movies that I have not seen yet. So again, I won't review them. But so Critics' Choice and Golden Globes usually align. Last year was the only year that it didn't. And, because it was so wide open last year, and it was hard to predict Oscar wins last year in some of the categories because a lot of different people were winning awards last year. So we'll see if both of these shows kind of line up, and that will be a precursor for the Oscars, unless there's a major swerve along the way. But most of the time, Golden Globes and Critics' Choice Awards are usually where they're at. So let's take a look at the movie categories for it. Best Foreign Language Film. And this came as a little shock as the winner. So again, we'll see what the Golden Globes say, and then we'll see what the Oscars have to say. But in that category, the choices were It Was Just an Accident, Left-Handed Girl, No Other Choice, The Secret Agent, Satarat, and Balin. And most of those were from Neon. The winner was Secret Agent. the secret agent. A lot of people thought it was just an accident. It was um, it was um, highly sought after, and it's in a lot of categories. And yeah, so that was a little bit of an upset, to be perfectly honest. So I will see what the Golden Globes say, and then we'll see what the Oscars say in the long run. Best Comedy of the Year, and I totally agree with this. And I really was shocked. I'm honestly shocked that it was that good. So the choices were The Ballad of Wells Island, which was pretty funny. Eternity, which just came out, so I haven't gotten to see that yet. Friendship was okay, wasn't that bad. It was a little weird. Speaking of weird, the physician's scheme was very weird, and Splitsville and The Naked Gun was nominated as well. And the winner was The Naked Gun. Yes. Again, this is where I was shocked, um, because, as you know, I last year I had it in the category of like I want to see it, but I'm not really hyped about it. I'm not sure they should have done another one, but clearly they got it right, and yeah, it was good. I know right now it's out on Prime, so if you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and watch it on Prime. It's free if you have Prime, of course. Um, yeah, I was just generally surprised that it was that good. And yeah, all right. Best animated feature film. The nominees were Arco, Elio, In Your Dreams, K-pop Demon Hunter, Little Amelia, or the character of Rain, and Zootopia 2, which is out in the theaters now. Surprisingly um, enough that um, K-pop Demon Hunters was the winner in this film um, category. I I thought it was probably going to go to Zootopia 2 because of the success it's had at the box office here lately, and because it's a prisoner of the moment thing. Um, but K-pop Demon Hunters hung on for the victory in this one. I got to admit, um, I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie. Maybe it's just not for me, but clearly I thought In Your Dreams was a little bit better by Netflix, and I haven't seen Zootopia 2 yet, but I think it's coming on Fandango before the Oscars, so I'll definitely have to check it out. Okay, Best Director, and this is also one of those precursors to what movie wins Best Picture usually. The nominees were Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, sorry. Joachim Tera for Sentimental Value. Josh Safi for Marty Supreme. Guillermo del Toro for Frankenstein. Ryan Coogler for Sinners. And Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. Your winner was Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. I got to admit, I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie. I still think that Sinners is number one for me. Frankenstein definitely. Um, Guillermo definitely deserved, to win this award as well. Um, and I haven't seen Marty Supreme yet or Hamnet, so I'm not really sure about that. But one battle after the other. I'll get into that later when we get into Best Picture. Best Supporting Actress, I totally agree with the winner of this one. But the choices were um, Ella Fanning for Sentimental Value, Ariana Grande for Wicked for Good, Igna Abastada La Luisa for Sentimental Value. Sorry, you know me in names. Um, Amy Madigan for Weapons. Juana Moscuda for Sinners. Sorry, I messed that whole thing up. And Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. The winner was Amy Madigan, absolutely 100%. She was one of the best characters in Weapons, and that is why they're going to do a prequel movie, um, explaining who she was and really focusing on Agnes. And also, she did that whole running stunt. That was all her at the end of that film. So if you haven't seen the movie, spoiler alert, yeah. But in one of the craziest chase sequences you'll ever see in an ending of a film. It's just crazy. All right. Best Supporting Actor. A little surprised about this one, although it's a great pick. I'm not gonna lie, it's a great pick. Your nominees were um, Benicio del Toro, One Battle at a Time, Sean Penn, One Battle After Another. Sorry, um, Paul Mescal for Hamnet, Adam Sandler for Jay Kelly, Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value, and Jacob Eldery for Frankenstein. And your winner was Jacob Eldery for Frankenstein. I I agree. I think Frankenstein's monster he played amazing. Um, Again, I was a little surprised that with both Del Toro and Penn in this category, um, like I said, though I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie, but um, you know, kind of thought it was going to be one of them. I actually was surprised Adam Sandler may not have won because there was a lot of Oscar buzz for Jake Kelly, but maybe when um, when the movie came out and didn't get a lot of great um, reviews from the audience part, even though this is a Critics' Choice Award, I don't know. But Jacob Eldery definitely deserved it, and he's going to be in a lot of movies in 2026. So we'll see if he can keep that going. Best Actress. A little bit of a surprise in this one. So your nominees were Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Chase Infinity for One Battle After Another, Renette Reinsve for Sentimental Value, Amanda Seyfried for The Testament of Anne Lee. Now, let me just say, this movie isn't even out yet, so I don't know how people get to see this movie. It's coming out, so I don't know. And finally, Emma Stone for Begonia. One of the crazier films I've ever. I know he makes some crazy films, but this one is even crazier than the other two. But your winner was Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Surprise. Um, you've got Emma Stone, an two-time Oscar winner. Rose Byrne was uh, good in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. And then Chase Infinity wasn't too bad in One Battle After Another, even though I might not have liked the movie. So there you go. Best Actor. This is a stacked category, and all pretty deserving. I'll say that. We've got Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Joel Edgerton for Train Dreams, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan is from Sinners, and Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. Your winner was Timothy Chalamet, becomes the youngest winner of the Critics' Choice Award for Best Actor. So is it a precursor that he's going to win an Oscar this year? And you never know at this point. And again, last year, um, one actor won in the Critics' Choice, one won in Golden Globes, and then one won at the Oscars. So normally, when these award shows line up, usually, like Chalamet right now would be an Oscar favorite if the category or these nominees were in the Oscars, which we'll know soon. So we'll see. We'll see if he becomes a Oscar winner as well, and maybe even a Golden Globe one coming up this week. Finally, the final category, Best Picture. A lot of nominees for this, so they're starting to expand this out in a lot of the award shows now, because the Oscars went from 5 films to 10, and so this one has Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Jake Kelly. I'm a little surprised about this one. I'm not gonna lie. Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, Sinners, Train Dreams, Wicked for Good. So, and I was actually surprised. Wicked for Good has gotten a lot of mixed reviews and whatever, but Cynthia Erivo didn't even get nominated for Best Actress. So I don't know. Clearly, it's very mixed on the whole Wicked movie this year. So, but your winner is One Battle After Another. Okay, can I just say, and I know this is probably going to cause a debate, because when I put out Sinners was number 1, I thought on my list, some people came at me and said that One Battle After Another was so much better. I thoroughly disagree. So I just don't. It's a good movie. Is it a great movie? No. Sinners was a great movie. I'd even take Frankenstein as a better movie. I probably wouldn't take Begonia or Train Dreams, even though I really did like Train Dreams. But One Battle After Another. So I'll be sad to say that Sinners may not win an Oscar, but I know Sinners did win some smaller categories, and I don't really want to get into those categories because those are all subjective. Your best costume, your best editing, and best this and that. Those are all subjective, and I really hate predicting those because you just never know what people's likes are and so on. So, or what the critics think, or what the um, the voters think. Because again, it's all subjective. But One Battle After Another, I don't know. I just don't feel like it was. And come comment and describe why you think it was better than Sinners, or even better than Frankenstein. I'm just going to throw that out there. I thought those two movies, and I'm hoping one of those two movies may win a Golden Globe. That way we can kind of have a little back and forth debate going into the Oscars, because I really don't think One Battle After Another is the best picture. It's just me. So, well, now this week, as I've been mentioning, the Golden Globes will be this week. So Chelsea Handler was the MC for the Critics' Choice. This is the Golden Globes will have Nikki Glaser. Nikki Glaser, I think, is very, very funny. A very funny woman. So this should be very interesting. Now, the categories are a lot different for the Golden Globes. So there's not just one Best Picture. They break it down by Best Drama, Best Musical Comedy, Best Animated, Best Foreign Films, or at least there. and then Best Actor, Best Actress in a Drama or in a Comedy or Musical. So it gets a little skewed that way, but it gives a little bit more range for people, and then obviously a Best Director, and a lot of it is basically the same. There's a lot of names in there that are very similar. There's only a few different ones because again, when they spanned it out to drama and comedy, musical, there's more. They throw more in there. So there's that. But as far as like Best Drama Movie, Frankenstein, Hamnet, It Was Just an Accident, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and and The Secret Agent. So I'm hoping, obviously, Sinners will be the winner there. And then like Best Musical or Comedy Movie, Blue Moon, Begonia, Marty Supreme, No Other Choice, Novella Vague, and then One Battle After Another. So if that wins Golden Globes, then there's probably they may have a slight edge in the Oscar race over Sinners, but I can't say that Sinners is going to win Best Drama either. I'm hoping it will, so that there is that lively debate. And then Best Animated Film. Now, here's the only slight difference in this one. Demon Slayer is nominated in the Golden Globes, but was not named in a Critics' Choice Award. Demon Slayer did so much better in the movie theaters than I think anybody thought it was going to. So at least it may, win the Golden Globe here. Because again, I'm not really sure about this K-pop Demon Hunters. And again, it might be just me because I'm just old and I don't really understand. I don't get the appeal of it. I mean, it was okay, but I don't know. And we'll see if The Secret Agent wins again for Best Foreign Movie in this one. And that will definitely be a Oscar fave over It Was Just an Accident. So let us see what transpires there, because again, a lot of people have been talking about It Was Just an Accident. So, all right, that is your opening award show movie review and preview, and we've got a lot more award shows to come. I love doing the Razzie and Oscar award prediction shows, and then the recaps and everything else. So, because the Razzies are always good for a laugh, even though sometimes there are movies in there that I actually like, or actors and actresses that I thought were a lot better in films. But again, it's just me. So, and then the Oscars I always watch every year. So, all right, thank you all for watching, and again, like, comment, subscribe, especially subscribe, because that would really help grow this channel. And I've seen a lot of uptick in this channel, and I want to see some more. So hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all at the movies.
You like that, baby? Let him know where I came from, yeah!
See you next time. Bye.
Waiting for you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Hasta la vista, baby.
That's all, folks.